You're getting dumped by your boss again. It's like a tragic movie. You can shove it." He snatched his keyboard and headed for the door. Striding out as everyone stared in shock, his friend Star-Lord approached. This angry man was Wesley, and just 6 weeks ago he was a total loser. Daily bullied at work and laughed at by friends, his self-esteem was deflated like a balloon until fate decided to flip the script. Subtitles. He came across a peculiar yet stunning woman at the supermarket, and right after he said that, the woman instantly engaged in a showdown with another killer, while Wesley had no clue he was about to become part of a grand scheme. Wesley escaped but was soon chased by the killer. Life hung in the balance next second. The woman raced in a red Ferrari 911, chasing a killer, smashing windows. She used a fire extinguisher on the gas pedal lying on the hood as she blasted away at the enemies while Wesley accidentally stared at the scenery. Soon, the police blocked the road, but the woman was cool as a cucumber. Her car soared into the air. When landing, Wesley's head was hit, causing him to lose consciousness briefly. When he finally woke up, he had no idea where he was and thought he had been kidnapped. A silver-haired old man approached, handed him a gun, and told him to swat a fly. He was stunned, but quickly had a gun pressed to his head, told he'd be dead if he didn't shoot in 3 seconds. The fly right before his eyes seemed to be flying in a slow-motion performance as Sloan positioned directly in front of Wesley's eyes. Wesley was utterly astounded when Sloan conveyed the information to him. His dad used to be one of his men, but sadly got betrayed and killed. No choice for him. Sloan laid out 2 options: avenge his dad or take the inheritance and leave. Wesley's mind went blank and he bolted. But the next day, when he saw the cash in his account, he realized this was no dream. His boss found him slacking off at work again. Compared to yesterday's bizarre dreams, he definitely preferred the weird. After finishing everything, Wesley's mood soared like a roller coaster. As he exited, Fox, the codenamed woman, picked him up. This training wasn't any coercion, but a necessary step to becoming a killer, involving everything from forging to shooting to agility drills. Subtitles. After going through all these hardships, Wesley clearly found himself unable to adapt to these high-intensity challenges. But he could opt to complain. This rookie Wesley clearly was lost in the training jungle. As time went by and the killer genes within him gradually awakened, Wesley slowly evolved into a fully qualified assassin. Sloan took Wesley to a secretive location. The targets of the organized assassinations were not pursued for financial gain, but rather for the sake of world peace, resembling a live streaming machine that never stops flickering. Subtitles. Wesley embarked on his very first assassination mission, yet when he caught sight of the target, in the end, he just couldn't bring himself to do it, and ultimately gave up. To harden his resolve, Sloan reminisced about his own sad past. 20 years ago, Fox's father met a tragic end because his gang felt soft-hearted for a moment. From that moment onward, Wesley would no longer hesitate and flawlessly carry out every single assassination. One day, he was assigned to assassinate a mafia boss but found out he couldn't break through the bulletproof car. Then he noticed the sunroof, and he and Fox pulled off a fantastic duo. This slick move would have made Newton apply for a patent. After the job, they returned home to find his best friend on the other side of the door. Subtitles. A completely transformed Wesley gave his friend a punch and then went to the bathroom to take what he required. To boost Wesley's popularity, Fox was munching on Buster right on the table, and they shared a deep kiss before heading back to the organization. Just as Fox went to grab the car, Wesley spotted the killer from the supermarket and took off after him. He chased his opponent to an abandoned building, but the other guy seemed to have almost vanished. Suddenly, a noise came from behind, and Wesley fired, but ended up shooting his own teammate. The killer shot Wesley in the shoulder, and his teammate dropped dead instantly. Wesley grimaced as he yanked the bullet out of his shoulder. After some investigation, he discovered the bullet maker was called the driver. Wesley hoped to track down the driver alongside the killer's trail to avenge his teammate and follow. The scene shifted, and Wesley arrived at the target location, initiated the chase, but soon found himself ambushed. Luckily, Fox appeared just in time, but Wesley didn't care anymore. "Tell me where he is located. I can try to arrange it." A meeting was set at the train station where Wesley and Fox hid, observing the driver's every move. Suddenly, the driver bolted, and they dashed after him. Wesley thought he saw the killer's figure and immediately stopped in his tracks. He ditched a waiting staff member and took off after it. It actually turned out that they were deliberately luring him, thereby separating Fox and Wesley. Seeing the train fading into the distance, the Fox immediately hijacked a car and chased after it at full speed, all alone. On the train, Wesley and the killer engaged in a wild brawl. He barely opened his mouth when a gunshot from Fox interrupted. "Wesley, get back." That shot preemptively interrupted everything, causing the conductor to slam the brakes amid the wild fight. The train went out of control, and Wesley's life hung by a thread.